Good morning, I'm Deacon Jay, and today is Wednesday of the 6th week of Easter. It's May 20th. In today's first reading, Paul is speaking to pagans in Athens. He comments that they are very religious because he could see the many shrines that they built. He even saw an altar to an unknown God, but he preaches Christ crucified to them. As St. Paul says in his letter to the Corinthians, he realizes that Christ is a stumbling block for Jews and folly for Gentiles. But that doesn't stop Paul. He must proclaim the truth to them. He is led by the Holy Spirit as described by Jesus in the Gospel when he says, "When he comes, the Spirit of truth, he will guide you to all truth." The same searching for God in the wrong places occurs in our times. For example, we have New Age prophets who even quote Jesus. But when you look into the core of the faith they are proposing, it is kind of centered around the individual and not on a supernatural God. It encourages us to look for truth inside ourselves instead of submitting to the truth that Jesus gives us through his church. Another example of this is those who refer to themselves as spiritual but not religious. This means that they are not willing to submit to the truth which Jesus gives us and is proclaimed by his church. Instead, they want to pick and choose those teachings of Jesus or others which fit their lifestyle. In Antioch, they worshipped external gods, such as the goddess of the sun. Today, we view this as being kind of silly. But we tend to make ourselves gods and to decide for ourselves what is right and wrong when we follow New Age teachings or do our own thing as a spiritual but not religious person. During the time of Jesus, they would have thought that this is kind of silly and misguided. Let us look to Jesus and his apostles. They didn't do their own thing. They preached Jesus crucified and didn't water it down. Even when the people thought that this was folly, they still preached the truth and were willing to die for it. Let us follow their example, carry our crosses, and not try to take the easy way out. God bless.